This show is brought to you in partnership with Ticketmaster, the home of UK comedy. From your favourite stand-up comedians to rising TikTok talent and local comedy clubs, you can find it all at ticketmaster.co.uk/comedy.
Hello and welcome to the Comedy Store Live, the show where you experience the most sought-after and hilarious comedians straight from the greatest comedy club in the world, the Comedy Store London. As ever, we have three brilliant comedians for you this week. Coming up, we have Quincy and Marcel Lucont. But first up, it's Ian Coppinger.
Good evening, my name's Ian Coppinger. I'm 5'2", which is a fucking ridiculous height for any adult to be. Anyone in the back of the room thinks I'm in the distance. I'm fucking not. I'm right beside you. Now, not only that, I'm bald. 5'2" and bald. I'm like a bonsai tree in winter. Do those mirrors they have in shoe shops so you can see your shoes? I can see my entire fucking body in those things. I've never actually cast a shadow. At the shot glass, I'm fucking tiny. So, some of you may recognise me from my previous job. I used to stand on the top of wedding cakes. Yeah. Till that bitch left me, she got a job in a music box. She was all about the fucking money. Still, it's better to give than it is to receive, as I found out in prison. Thanks for not clapping. The noise is way too familiar. Now, every year in prison we do a little pantomime. He's behind you has a whole different fucking meaning, I'll tell you that much. Still, it's good to see you again. Now, oh, we used to celebrate your birthday in prison, didn't we? Oh, that was great crack, literally. So it's very nice to be here. I've travelled here, that's how I tend to get places. And sometimes I don't travel and I end up in a different place, and that's called a blackout. So I do travel a lot. It's great when you're 5'2", because economy is like first class. Hey, it's like having your own bed. Sometimes on a long distance flight, I'll climb into the front seat pocket and just pretend to be a kangaroo. It's a bit of fucking crack, passes the time. All the way to Australia. Do we have any Australians in? Good, let's crack on. I like Australians. You're very weird people, though. Very, very strange. They do things we can't believe. They can't fucking understand. They eat fruit. Like raw, not deep fried. Just, take it out of the tray. It's fucking delicious. They eat raw fruit. That's not what you're meant to do with fruit. That's not what we do with fruit. What you're meant to do with fruit is you buy it, you stick it into a bowl, you wait for it to go off, you fuck it in the bin. That's what you're meant to do with fruit. I'm Irish. I get my 5 portions of fruit every day from Magners. Sometimes I feel healthy and have a six-pack. I am quite Irish in that respect. I'll have an Actimel and go, well, that's that done. I don't need to go to the gym today. 2 Actimels, stay in bed. 3 Actimels, have a wank. That's normally when I'm asked to leave Tesco. But in my defence, I was in the self-service aisle and got confused. I just walked out of the place going, clean up in aisle 3. They don't know if it's me or the Yakult. So I always check for testicular cancer when I'm in Tesco. I don't know why. There's something about that phrase, unexpected item in the bagging area. I genuinely have been to Australia many, many times. I have an Australian girlfriend. She lives in Perth. I live in Dublin. Haven't seen her in 2 years. It's going fucking wonderfully. During the pandemic, we did a bit of Zoom sex, but I've got a bad Wi-Fi connection, so when I actually do get to see her again, in order for me to get turned on, she's going to have to be having a stroke. Which is ironic, because that's what I've been trying to do for the last 2 years. Every time I go to Australia, I try to become a little bit more Australian. I was over there a while ago, and I went out in my bare feet, and if you've ever been in a hot country, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I didn't know I had Irish feet. I just presumed feet were feet. I didn't know feet had nationalities. You know, your logic, your thoughts, that's you. The body is a fucking vessel in which you carry yourself. But I found out on a very hot Perth, 45-degree afternoon, that I had Irish feet. When I took off my little Irish shoes and my little Irish socks, and I put my little Irish feet onto the Australian ground, and no one told me that the ground was the temperature of the fucking sun. The most insane, intense pain I've ever experienced. I was halfway across a very large garden, equidistant from any bit of shade, and it just hit me. It was, what the fuck is it? I was doing that thing that lizards do. Trying to redistribute the heat evenly. I think this is how Riverdance was invented. Years ago, loads of blokes got off a boat and went, Jesus, Michael, put this to music, we'll make a fucking fortune. And then I looked at her, and she was in her bare feet. For 40 minutes she was out there in her bare feet, and then it dawned on me, she's got Australian feet. All Australian women have got Australian feet. If you've never been with an Australian woman, give it a go. They're gorgeous, they're sexy, and it's lovely. And then you get to the foot, and it's the hardest substance known to man. It's harder than fucking diamond. Australian women's feet are like upside down armadillos. She has actually said to me in the past, can you give me a foot massage? Because I don't know if I have the strength, I'll be honest with you. I can phone a few mates, get some power tools, and between the lot of us, we might be able to get some sensation out of that fucking pachyderm you call a foot, you fruit-eating fuck. And she's my height, which is unusual for me. I usually go out with tall women. I fucking love tall women. I climb you like Everest. It's wrong to watch. I sit on your head drinking Bovril, waving a flag. I fucking love tall women. I went out with a tall woman once. She was 6'9". I'm 5'2", and we held hands and it looked like she'd won an Oscar. It was fucking wrong. I had to go up on her. Picture that if you fucking will. I was like an epileptic meerkat. To this day, I have no idea what she looks like. I saw her chin once, it's the size I got. I loved her, I asked her to marry me. I got down on one knee, will you marry me? She didn't hear a fucking word I said, so... At night time, we do the spoons position, looked like a gorilla giving a piggyback to a mouse. It was fucking wrong. A very hairy girl, but made her easier to climb. Fuck it, I was happy. Someone dropped a glass. Yesterday was Paddy's Day, and I'm very sorry, I forgot to bring my leprechaun suit. How embarrassing. And I don't know, it's a very weird thing, Paddy's Day, because people just think it's right to go around in these big green hats. And just like, what do they do for Chinese New Year? It's got a bit tense now, isn't it? See, the thing is, being a comedian, it's very difficult. And I'll explain why. For 2 years, we haven't been allowed to work. And then all of a sudden, we're back at work. And we have to do it in front of a crowd. We don't get to practice, we don't get to rehearse. You just sit there with your judgmental heads on you, looking at me. And the world has changed in 2 years. Think about it. Black Lives Matter, #MeToo, cancel culture, all these things happened in the last 2 years. Comedy, by definition, usually has a victim, but we're not allowed to have a victim anymore. And people sit out there judging me, and one of you might get offended, not even on your behalf, but on someone else's behalf, something that I say. And then you misquote me and you send a tweet, and then somebody else reads that tomorrow, and they look at it and go, I don't like him either. And then 6 months later, I'm cancelled because one of you is a fucking idiot. And that's not fair. Because there's no rules. We don't know what the rules are because there are none. And I said, fuck this, I'm going to write the most politically incorrect joke ever. No, I didn't, because I didn't know what was the most appropriate colour ink to use. And then I thought, fuck it, I'll write the most politically correct joke ever. So this is the way comedy has to be now. This is your fault. So this is for you. This is for a new generation. Here's my I've never done this before, by the way. My politically correct joke. Here we go. An Irish man, an English lesbian, and a Scottish transgender bisexual walked into a bar. Or restaurant, you decide. I'm not going to put any constraints on this joke. In fact, I won't even refer to it as a joke. If you don't find it funny, by definition, it isn't one. At best, it's a statement. And they arrived at the bar. Maybe they arrived individually. These are individuals that are capable of making their own decisions in life. Why would we presume they arrived separately? And they walked up to the bar. Maybe one of them even got a taxi, so long as that taxi driver was paid a fair wage. And was hired based on their skills and not on nepotism or religious reasons. And they walked up to the bar with the exception of the English lesbian who wheeled herself. Which she's entitled to do because it's her scooter. And they went up to the bar, and the bar person said, would you like to see the menu or woman you? I don't mind, you decide. And by the time they'd realised what was the most appropriate cocktail to share, the bar was shut. And you can't blame the bar person because they had a really tough day, because earlier on there was 3 other people in, and it turned out the Irish one was a bit of a thick cunt. So that's my politically correct joke, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It's always a pleasure coming here to do the gig. Let's see you again. Take care.
Ian Coppinger, everybody. Up next, we have the brilliant Quincy.
You alright? I love that look, like I say, fucking, he's massive. You know what I mean? It's nice being here in the comments. It's nice to see people come out, man, considering that we're in World War III. I've had to face a lot of fears the last couple of years, ladies and gentlemen. one of the fears I had to face, you know what I mean, doing little sports and stuff like that. I love little boxing. You got any boxing fans in here? You got love boxing. You want to see the Tyson Fury fight? Tyson Fury, man. I tell you, and he's not my favourite boxer, but I've got to give it up to him, man. He's a soldier. I tell you, I respected Tyson Fury, ladies and gentlemen, when the last fight, Deontay Wilder, the first one, when he got hit and he laid down. Yeah, so when he got up. Because the way he got up, like he found out that his missus knew the PIN code to his phone. That fucker shot up. No, that's all right, boy, I'm fine. Give him my phone. I'd rather get knocked out than found out. Fuck that. What's my name? Matt Hancock? Fuck that. The whole world's changing, man. We got a white fucking heavyweight champion of the world. It's fucking with my head. And I remember watching that fight all those years ago. You know what I mean? It took Tyson Fury's in his little reign and watched that fight. And me and my friends was in the house. We're watching two white guys fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. This is fucking Armageddon. Because I was used to watching Tyson and Holyfield and Lewis, Bruno. To sit there to watch two white guys fight for the heavyweight championship of the world, that messed with me so much. The first 6 rounds in the fight, I was adjusting the contrast to my TV. And it was a black ref that really fucked me up as well. I was just sitting there for 3 rounds. When is this guy going to take off his shirt and start fighting? What the fuck's going on? This is I had to face fears. This is what I got into. I mean, I've been boxing now for quite a few years. I don't do it so much now. And I remember, that's their job. That's their career. Their profession is to get punched in the face. Wake up, that's their 9 to 5, getting punched in the face. Some gangster shit. And I remember, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, training is the best fitness in the world. It got me through COVID. Just trained. Yeah, I couldn't fight no one, because they had fucking COVID. So, can't fight that shit. But I remember training. I remember one time I overtrained and I got injured. Yeah, I had back problems. I remember, being a typical ignorant man, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna train through this pain. And I remember, ladies and gentlemen, I finished training. I had to finish it. And I was sitting at the side, and all these boxers saying, "What's wrong, Quincy?" I said, "My back is killing me. I can't take this shit no more." And he was like, "Oh, do you know what you need to do? You need a massage. All right? You need to go and see Tom." Now, I don't know about you guys. I was very uncomfortable of getting a massage of another man touching me. I was just very uncomfortable. So when the boxer said to me, "Go and see Tom," all I heard was the name Tom. Now, my parents are from Barbados, ladies and gentlemen. When I heard the word Tom, I went straight fucking Jamaican. I was like, "Tom, any boy blood clot touch me, gunshot inside ya. I'm gonna play them, get it." So you look at me like, I'm not fucking around. And they heard that commotion, right? Now, Tom was in the back, and he heard that commotion, all right? Now, do you know, I've never met Tom, all right? But I've heard of him. And you've never, met someone, but you know their reputation. Tom was 55 years old, but been in prison 60 years of his life. Tom heard my little commotion, and he piped up. He said, "Oi, Quits! It's all right, mate. I'm a massager. I'll sort you out. I'll tell you what, I'll sort you out, and if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back." And me being black, I was like, "Oh shit, that's free." So I lay down on his couch, ladies and gentlemen. I lifted up my shirt, and Tom started to get his oils and massage remedies and all that shit. And then he started to work his magic, ladies and gentlemen. And about 10 minutes in, Tom hit a spot in my back. I can only describe to you. Women, I get it. I'm being real. Women, I fucking get it. I get it when you're with your fella or your woman and she hits that spot. And your eyes roll like a crocodile fucking eating food. And you whisper those words every man likes to hear. Don't move. And fellas, you know when you know as a man when you hit the spot when a woman gets your head and guides it to that motherfucker. Tom hit this spot in my back. I can only describe to you, it sweet me so much, I subconsciously let out a sexual noise, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it happened, but it was rubbing my back, and all of a sudden, I just, And he gave me that geezer look, like, you all right, mate? And I looked at him up. And I fucking fell in love with him. I could fucking believe it. I fucking love you. He rubbed it again. And he's like, you all right, Quincy? I just told him, don't move. He finished me off, ladies and gentlemen. Then I went home to my missus. And she knew I had a bad back because, you know what I mean, being a typical man, you complain to your missus all the time, you know what I mean? My back's killing me. Give me a rub. I came home, my missus prepared me. She prepared to rub my back for me. She's like, all right, I'm going to rub your back for you. I looked her in the eyes, I'm like, get your dirty female hands off me! I want Tom! This ain't the same. I want them manly, disappointed jowl hands rubbing my back from now on. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Quincy. Follow me, Quincy Comedy Lounge. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.
The amazing Quincy. We'll be back with your final act straight after this.
This show is brought to you in partnership with Ticketmaster, the home of UK comedy. From your favourite stand-up comedians to rising TikTok talent and local comedy clubs, you can find it all at ticketmaster.co.uk/comedy.
Welcome back. And now for this week's final act. Welcome to the stage, Marcel Lucont.
I think you'll find it's bonsoir. Get out. If you're going to give it a go, at least fucking do it properly. Like someone shitting in my ear. So wonderful as always to be back in the United Kingdom, making friends as always. Il y a des Français ici ce soir? Ouais, voilà, listen to la joie de vivre, hein? C'est super. Ici en vacances, boulot à Londres?
No, I work here.
Wow, what do you do?
Consulting.
Consulting, and what do you always London?
Yeah, always London.
That's the... Thank God. Well, you say that, I don't know. It's comme ci, comme ça. London, of course, the ethic of London. Work, 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 die. If we can fit in a bit of food or fun, we will try. In France, eat, drink, fuck. If we can fit in a bit of work, we will, you know. You tell me what's the better way of life, huh? But no, I know what you mean. You go outside of London, it's no man's land. I was touring the country last year. I was in the north of England. Entirely, it's an entirely different species. It's our world that we are in, we have to maneuver it as well as we can. I have to get something off my chest as well, just to... The gender-neutral toilet. It's not that can't be a thing. It's not a thing. It's la toilette. Just a little joke there for the educated once again, just... I don't give a shit where you piss, it's just bizarre things. Person who get angry, there are only 2 genders. Oh, really? Sounds like you've been to some really shit parties. Okay, no wonder I'm so angry about it. And I see in this country the difficulty with the pronoun as well. All the pronouns, we don't get the pronoun. I can understand this in Britain. The number of times I've seen the English come to France and misgender a fucking table. No wonder you can't deal with people, it's bizarre to me. Let's have a little palate cleanser from the comedy. Just, I know it's too much for some. Let's have a little poetry. Why the fuck not? Let's see what to go for tonight. My classic ode to sex in the public lavatory. Baise-moi ce soir dans le pissoir. Choice 2, the shit juggler. It's a little niche one there. Choice 3, my ode to erectile dysfunction. No hard feelings. Choice 4, my ode to sex on the bouncy castle. Château 69 du Pape. Choice of course. It is yours. Okay, so let's do this democratically. Because when has democracy ever failed us? So, choice 1, the toilet fucking. 2, the shit juggler. Oh, little shitty corner. Sure, it's quite enough tonight, okay? Number 3. That's, okay. Ouais, 3. This one was, which one was that? No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Well, of course, no hard feelings. Or for the bouncy castle fucking. Yeah, it's niche. That's niche. I give it, it's... Okay. No hard feelings. It is. Let's see. I have to if I can find it. Where is it? Is it gone? This has never happened to me before. There it is. What is a man to do when the brush that stirs the glue is no longer rigid oak, but balsa left to soak? Why, as man's best friend, on whose posture you depend, chosen simply to bend, not extend. If the blame cannot be aimed at cocaine or vats of wine, then it's time to conquer. It is her. Women, do not be shocked. A dick half cocked must not be mocked. Perhaps the pocket snake has an headache. He gets the blues when you refuse to kiss it better when they occur at 5 a.m. And it taps you on the back for your assistance with persistence, and you say no. So off he goes, and from misuse he's disposed to self-abuse. He sheds a milky tear and shrivels back in fear. The way to the heart of a man, I have read, is via the stomach, or so it is said. But I put it to you that instead it is true. There's an organ you've sadly forgotten. Like the heart, during workouts, it expands and contracts. It is vital and blood-filled and prone to attacks. And without proper care, it turns rotten. I have been Marcel Lucont, as always, an absolute honor for you to have me here. À bientôt.
That's all from the Comedy Store this week. Thank you to all the acts in this week's episode. We've had Ian Coppinger, Quincy, and Marcel Lucont. We'll be back next week with 3 more brilliant comedians for you. If you'd like to join us at the iconic Comedy Store in London's West End, or at one of our on-the-road shows throughout the UK and Europe, head to ticketmaster.co.uk and search Comedy Store. Thanks for joining us. Remember to subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and we'll see you next week.